Hello to your next tutorial for the Bancor platform. Today I would like to introduce you to the limit order function. With Bancor you have two different possibilities to make a swap. Our well-known normal swap made at the current market price, it's a so-called market order, or you also have the possibility to make a swap with a limit order, which is a little bit different because you can set your sell or buy price as you like. To do this, we go to the Bancor protocol, easy peasy, with our bookmark. We take the new interface and we can see on the top of our swap interface the two different options, market and limit. I already showed you how to make a trade or a swap. Did you notice that we didn't set a purchase price? This is a market order. With a market order, we buy directly from the market at the current price. We only specify how much we want to swap. That's how we usually buy stuff in the supermarket. I want a banana and it costs €1, so I pay €1 and get a banana. Today, I don't want to buy some bananas at the supermarket. I want to buy some cryptocurrencies using Bancor. Let's connect our wallet. I want to exchange link tokens for BNT. Over here I can see my swap rate, so how much BNT do I get for one link? I cannot adjust the rate. The only thing which I can change is the amount of link tokens I want to swap. I click on the trade button and Bancor then executes the swap on the Ethereum blockchain. This means I have to pay the network fee and I get my BNT sent to my wallet. But what if I want to sell or buy a link at a specific price? This is possible with a limit order. I buy or sell at a price that I have set in advance. Why would you do that? Well, let's say you want to sell your link tokens at a certain price, for example this one. Then the limit order is a good idea. Otherwise you would always have to check the price all the time in order to sell at exactly the right moment. Or you just create a limit order and go rope jumping or read a book. Everything what you like to do when you don't have to babysit the prices all the time. Well, I like rope jumping and I don't like to watch the prices all the time. That's why I want to create a limit order now. You can find the limit order here. The swap interface has changed a bit because I can now set a price and an expiry date. For comparison, with the market I cannot set the price, it's only displayed. With the limit order, however, I want to execute a swap at my desired price. So I enter my selling price per link token here. Directly below I can see how much the current price deviates from the price I entered. I also can simply click on the bubbles here and say, for example, I want to create my limit order 5% above the current market price. I now set the amount of link tokens I want to swap, roughly $1,000 worth of link, or I can switch over to dollar value based input and type in $1,000, which I like because for me it's easier to calculate and to double check my positions. At the bottom of the limit order interface I can specify how long the order should be active. I'm fine with the settings of 7 days, but you can change it over here. Now I can click on trade. Your order will then appear below the swap interface and you can always check whether the order has already been executed. But first, I would like to explain how limit orders works on Bancor. Limit orders are made possible through an integration of KeeperDAO and the 0x protocol. This has a few special features. When I send my limit order, it is not sent to the Ethereum blockchain. My limit order is processed off-chain in the KeeperDAO protocol. The KeeperDAO protocol is used to search for a buyer who is willing to pay my price. For me, this means that I do not make a transaction on the Ethereum blockchain when I send my limit order. And that means I don't pay any transaction fees. Instead, the buyer will pay the transaction fees. Let's have a bird's eye view of our limit order. From Bancor, I sent my limit order to KeeperDAO. Here it is active for 7 days. And when a buyer is found, he takes my limit order and sends it to the Ethereum blockchain to the 0x protocol to execute the swap. Sounds complicated at first, but it all happens automatically and it's absolutely no hocus pocus. You just have to confirm your limit order. The 0x protocol still needs my approval to move my link tokens. This always happens on the Ethereum blockchain because the 0x protocol is on Ethereum. So I have to pay a small transaction fee. But for the rest, it's happening off-chain. That's why you see this message when you press trade on a limit order. You create an information to the KeeperDAO network that you want to execute this swap with these conditions. Confirm, and here you have your limit order. You can see how long it is still active, which tokens you want to swap, at what price, and you can see whether your order is already filled or not. Notice that it's also possible that your order can be only partially filled. That's why I've set the 7 days limit so that enough buyers can pick up my order. But what if you want to cancel your limit order the day after tomorrow because you have changed your mind? Well, you do it with the cancel button over here. However, you will then have to pay a small transaction fee to the Ethereum blockchain. If you want to swap or trade Ethereum with a limit order, there's another thing to know. You have to convert your Ethereum into a one-to-one copy, the so-called wrapped Ethereum. This is the token of the 0x protocol and it corresponds one-to-one to the value of the normal Ethereum. Don't worry, it's very easy. For example, I want to swap ETH for BNT with a limit order. I enter everything and now I'm asked to swap my ETH for wrapped Ethereum. I have to confirm this transaction and pay the network fee, and then I can send my limit order. As you can see, a limit order has a few special features, but the best thing is that you can make a swap at your price. Of course, your order could not be filled or executed, but that's not a big deal at all. You don't have to pay transaction fees. Here's a little advice. To save the transaction cost of a market order or a normal swap, you could create a limit order that is just above or under the market price. You then only have to hope that somebody fills it for you. I hope you've made it this far and that you're now ready to create a limit order. Just try it out. It is completely free of transaction cost. And try to wrap some Ethereum by setting up a limit order to swap from ETH to BNT. Until then, have fun with Bancor.